Robert Whittaker is fighting tomorrow. He's one of my favorite fighters in the history of the UFC, and today I'm looking back over the top 5 moments that define Robert Whittaker's career. At number 5, I've got his fight with Derek Brunson. I didn't know if I was watching Robert Whittaker or Muhammad Ali for 2.5 minutes, considering he had to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. He had to dodge so many haymakers leading up to the win. Nonetheless, overcame adversity, got the TKO finish in front of his adoring fans, and that's a great way to kickstart the list. Weird one, but coming in at number 4, I have his face-off with Marvin Vettori. Pretty standard in Rob's career to go up against a big, scary dude, and it's also pretty standard for Rob to be standing there smiling in his face. It just shows that he is that nice guy, but he has those killer eyes underneath. Fucking love Rob. Weird one, but coming in at number 3, I've got his loss to Israel Adesanya in their second fight, because at this point in time, Izzy was already making a claim to be one of the greatest middleweights of all time. And because the fight was so razor thin and it showcased both of their talents and how elite they both are, how far ahead of the competition they both are, this also showcased just why Robert Whittaker is also one of the greatest middleweights of all time. And number 2, I've got his fight of the year against Yoel Romero in their second fight. Bloody, battered, was on the floor, looked out cold, but somehow rallied back to get a very, very controversial win at the time, but it also showed his spirit as well. I mean, it's one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in my life. It has to be on this list. But coming in at number 1 is his fight against Yoel Romero the first time around, overcame a 0-2 round deficit with an absolutely horrific knee injury and still got the W. It showcased the tenacity, the fighting spirit, and the heart that Robert Whittaker has, and I think this is probably the key moment that defines the Reaper.